Welcome to the Scaringi Law Lunch Break. This is your time of the day to learn a little bit about the law while you enjoy your lunch. The media is nearly apoplectic today about court filings in the case between Special Counsel Robert Mueller and President Trump's one-time campaign chairman Paul Manafort, revealing that Manafort sent campaign, or at least offered to send, campaign polling data to a Russian man named Konstantin Kilimnik and discussed a Ukrainian peace plan with that man during the 2016 presidential campaign. Chris Chalitza of CNN writes in a story published today, "That is huge." My response, no, it isn't. Chalitza writes, "Make no mistake, the Manafort filings on Tuesday do matter in a major way, in that they rebut two central claims that Trump makes ad nauseum. One, all of Manafort's criminal activity and wrongdoing came years before he was formally involved in the Trump campaign. And two, there wasn't even the whiff of collusion between anyone in his campaign and the Russians." Now, number one is still true. Manafort sharing polling data with a Russian citizen or talking about a Ukrainian peace plan is not criminal or even wrongdoing, whatever that means. Number two is still true. There is still not even a whiff of collusion between the Trump campaign and the Russians. Sharing polling data is not collusion. Talking peace is not collusion. In court, Special Counsel Mueller is claiming that Paul Manafort breached his plea agreement to cooperate with the Special Counsel's investigation. Now, Manafort claims he cooperated. The revelations in court were part of filings Manafort's lawyers were making to show Manafort had cooperated with Mueller and had not breached his plea agreement. Manafort claims he didn't intentionally deceive Mueller's team about Kilimnik, that he was trying to answer Mueller's questions as best he could and as best as he could recall. Manafort is trying to prove he cooperated in hopes of getting credit for his cooperation at sentencing, which is forthcoming. Now, Kilimnik, the Russian, has not been charged with colluding with the Trump campaign to interfere in the 2016 presidential election. Mueller charged Kilimnik with witness tampering during the Manafort criminal case regarding unregistered lobbying work, not collusion. And unregistered and witness tampering charges are another non-substantive process crime that Mueller has been charging individuals with. It's not collusion during the campaign. Now, yes, Manafort should have registered as a foreign lobbyist. That was a dumb and arrogant oversight by him. But that does not show that he colluded with Kilimnik to interfere in the 2016 presidential election. Now, by way of background, Paul Manafort, before he became campaign chairman to Donald Trump, spent years advising foreign governments. That's not illegal. Manafort knew and worked with Kilimnik for many years before Manafort joined the Trump campaign. They were both political consultants. They worked together. It's not a crime to be a political consultant. One happened to be American, the other happened to be a Russian. Again, it's not a crime. They worked on international campaigns together, namely in Ukraine. It's not a crime to be a political consultant on a campaign in Ukraine. It's 100% legal. Now, some news sources claim Manafort and Kilimnik owed large debts to a Russian businessman named Oleg Deripaska. Now, the media refers to him as an oligarch because they want to make him seem very, very bad. But he's a businessman, right? And that the debts were owed as a result of an unsuccessful business venture known as the Pericles Fund. Now, it is lawful to conduct business with a Russian. We have McDonald's in Red Square in Moscow today. It's not a crime. In July of 2016, Manafort told Kilimnik to offer Deripaska private information in exchange for resolving multi-million-dollar disputes about the venture. So they lost a lot of money. Deripaska is looking to Kilimnik and Manafort to reimburse the partnership for the losses. Manafort's broke, and he says, well, let's give Deripaska some polling data about the Trump campaign, and maybe he'll go away. It was a silly idea. It wasn't accepted, obviously, but it's not a crime. It's not a crime. Sharing polling data is not a crime. Talking to a Russian about let's have peace in Ukraine is not a crime. Nor is it collusion. In any event, that's what this kerfluffle is all about today, and our friends in the news media have lost their minds. They think this is it. They think this is the smoking gun, that this proves that the Trump campaign colluded with the Russian government to interfere in the 2016 presidential election. It proves nothing of the sort. It's a great big nothing burger. Anyway, that's about all the time we have today for the Scaringi Law Lunch Break. I hope you learned a little bit about the law. Thanks for listening and enjoy your lunch.